Let me just make sure that my CIA talking points are all aligned. Okay, time to go to Twitter and tweet out some stupid shit, said every lefty ever. In between cutting their dicks off and taking experimental Fauci concoctions and shoving that up their ass, take a look at what they are all spewing right now. Here's Don Soislow. Dear Republicans, it's not all a setup. Oh, it's not. Oh, wow. I would imagine after your fake piss dossier and your fake Russia, and your fake Alpha Bank and your fake impeachment 1, fake impeachment 2. I'm sorry. I was starting to think that it was some sort of witch hunt. It's not all a setup. It's not a conspiracy. Donald Trump actually did all this awful stuff, and the evidence is overwhelming. I know it's hard for you to say you were wrong and back the wrong guy, but you did, and it's that simple. Just admit it and stop it today. Fuck you. Fuck you. You sound vaccinated, idiot. And boosted. But this is what they're going out there. Every single dipshit. All of the Hollywood kid fuckers, all of the CNN talking heads, all of these puppets, and all of these asshat clowns are all... it's the same line. It's the same thing. They're not doing that on accident. They are vulnerable here because normies are sitting there going, I'm fucking tired of this. This is insane. Everybody saw Hillary... whataboutism. Alright, we're not doing whataboutism right now. Everything about this is stinking like shit. You had Hillary Clinton dead to rights. She illegally had classified information on her server in her bathroom using Windows fucking 95. She broke all of her phones and tablets and Blackberries with hammers. They smashed up all of their devices. This is all illegal, and the Department of Justice and the FBI's asshole said, we're not going to bring it, we're not going to prosecute it. No reasonable prosecutor would bring this to court because they don't want to get killed. They admitted that she committed a crime. That's the entire point of what's happening. You have weaponized the Department of Justice. And they go, well, it was a jury of his peers. A jury of his peers. A bunch of purple-haired morons in Miami. Yeah, no, this couldn't possibly be gamed. You could never game and rig a grand jury. Of course you could. You have 2 grand juries going on right now for this same case. Because in one area, the people coming in, they can give their testimony without the prosecutors hearing it first. And then in the other one, they can't. So what they do is they are weeding out who's giving out any type of counter testimony, and then they send those people to a different grand jury, and all of the ones that they like, all of the informants and all of the people who are saying what they like, then they go to the Miami one. They are weeding out anybody who would explode this bullshit grand jury narrative. Of course this could all be rigged. Only naive, dumb leftards can't see this, but they don't want to see it because they're totally fine, because they're afraid to stand up. They're weak individuals, and they don't want to stand up against the regime that is oppressing them and telling their children to cut their dicks off. They're too afraid. And so they're siding with evil over here. The government has been weaponized. The Department of Justice, the judicial system, it's being weaponized. You never took any of these actions against any of these rampant criminals who committed war crimes in this country. I'm looking at you, George Bush. These people who robbed Haiti after an earthquake. I'm looking at you, Clintons. All of this stuff is out in the open. All of this is fucking dead to rights. They will politically choose who they're going to hold law and order to and stretch it if they can. That's what's going on. Everybody knows that that's happening. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of us talking about it. They don't want us overpowering them like we did with the COVID nonsense and the totally clean election of 2020. They don't want us overpowering them and reaching normies. So they've gone out in a unified position today. Very, very unified, very, very coordinated. And every single one of these left-wing dipshit functionaries tweeted out the same exact talking points. And as they do this, as they try to pretend like this isn't a political persecution, as they're going to pretend that this isn't the weaponization of DC against the one dude who stood up against them and made it to the Oval Office, as they go out there and they try to push this psyop, they openly say shit like this. Here's Gateway Pundit. MSNBC host Rachel Maddow joins Geraldo and suggests that the DOJ should offer Trump a plea deal that prevents him from running in 2024. Oh, whoa! Oh, that's how that works. So you're a conspiracy terrorist if you think that this, on top of all the other bullshit, manufactured, fake, exploded narratives that they've thrown at Donald Trump, if you think that this continuation and this one right here is some sort of attempt to stop him, you're a conspiracy terrorist. By the way, the Department of Justice should drop all charges against him in a plea deal if he prevents himself from running in 2024. That doesn't make any fucking sense, idiots. No, of course we're right. We've been right on everything. That's why we're out of conspiracy theories. These people don't want Trump to run again. They're going to throw more and more and more and more and more indictments at the dude. More and more and more and more and more. They will continue to do this in a fashion in which it either just stymies him up so he can't campaign, keeps him in a courtroom, keeps him limited travel. He's already limited with his ability to speak to any of this nonsense. They're going to bleed him dry. They're going to make him spend all of his time and resources focusing on all of these criminal cases that they've laundered or thrown at him in all these different states. It's an attempt to slow him down, destroy his motivation, and try to chip away his base to get them to not support a dude who is supposed to be going to prison. That's telling me I should vote even harder in the direction of Donald Trump. I like the dude that all of these monstrous people are afraid of. It's that simple. It's that simple. But there you have it. It's a conspiracy that this indictment and the other ones that are coming are an attempt to get him to not run. By the way, he should drop his candidacy in a plea deal that doesn't make any sense at face value. They're afraid of it, and that's why they're going out in a coordinated fashion with their CIA DNC talking points. You're going to lose because we got truth, and truth is powerful. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, supporting the channel. If you want to be kept up to date on these panicking bitches over here, hit that subscribe button and make way, because the salt must flow.